Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do, let's talk about this week's tip. Now, I've gotten a little bit of grief in the past when I gave out my eBay sniping hints. And what people said is they don't think it's fair that with 5 seconds to go, I do what I do. Well, what is it that I do? With between 10 and 5 seconds to go, I do not look at what the bid is. I don't care what the bid is, okay? If the note is worth $150 and I'm willing to spend $100 on that note, if the bid is $80, I'm not going to bid 81. I'm going to bid what I am willing to pay for the note, okay? And people said, well, that's not fair to the person who had the high bid because that didn't give them a chance to outbid me. Well, whoever said that has a misunderstanding on how eBay works. See, eBay is not your regular auction. It's not one person bidding against another. It's everybody putting in what they are willing to pay. And if someone is willing to pay more than you, then they get the note. This isn't a bid process, okay? If it was, two people would be going back and forth. $10, $11, $12, $13. That's not what happens. What happens is one person says they're willing to spend 25. The next person says they're willing to spend 45. Well, if the person is willing to spend 45, he doesn't have to spend 45. He only has to spend one bid higher than the previous, which happened to be 25. So he's going to get it for 26, even though he bid 45. So what's really fair there? He's willing to spend 45, but he's only going to end up spending 26. How is that fair for the seller? See, that doesn't really make sense that way. So if you want to complain about somebody not having the chance to outbid me at the end, well, they had the chance. They had the chance when they put in their own bid. They simply had to put in what they were willing to spend, because what they are willing to spend on a note does not coincide with what they're actually bidding. They're only bidding one increment higher than the previous bid. So for anyone that thinks it's unfair for me to snipe with 5 seconds to go, I'm not sniping anybody. I'm simply willing to pay more than the person who had the high bid. You can always adjust your bid at any point. So no, I don't feel sad for anybody who I end up sniping. That's not the way it works with eBay. Anyway, that's my 1,000 in singles. Let's see what I found this week. I got quite a stack. Let's see if there's anything good. Starting with an alternator. Has one as the alternator, 13181712. This one is a trinary and a rotator. You can see it's 06s and 9s. And if you were to look at this number and rotate it, it's still a legible number, 06s and 9s. It's not the same, but it's pretty close. A true rotator would read the same upside down and right side up. But this one is a rotator because you can read the number upside down. Let's see, found some trinaries, 6s, 7s, and 8s. That one's kind of neat with the 666, 888, and the 7s as the bookends. Not worth anything, it's just neat to point it out, just a trinary. 1s, 2s, and 4s on this one. 3s, 4s, and 6s. 3s, 7s, and 8s. 0s, 2s, and 3s. 2s, 3s, and 7s. This one is quads, quad 0s. Quad 1s. Quad 2s. Oh, it's overprinted, must be worth $1 million. Does have a 5th, so that's kind of neat. Quad 2s again. Quad 4s, and it actually has 6 4s on it, and it's a trinary. Whenever you have 6 of a kind, you're going to have a trinary. So saying that it's a trinary doesn't even mean anything once you're at 6 of a kind. And then some stars. 2017 star, always check to see if they're filled. 2017, 2013, another 2013, another 2013 H, decent condition. 2013 B star note, and it's in the range. The range is 250,000 and lower, and then 032 to 096, and this one definitely fits in that range. So yeah, that's probably like a $20 note. Let's see, 2006 star note, and some older notes. 2003A, there was actually a ton of these in here, 2003As. Some of them aren't in that good a condition. Some of them are in better shape, like this one. I pull out any note that's 20 years or older, and since we're in 2024 as I film this, these all qualify. But there's quite a bit of them, so I just pulled to show how many. Most of these are going to go back in circulation. This one's nice, so that one I'll keep. 2001, only available for a short time, so hard to find, and I found 2 of them. Make it 3. I actually found 4. Let's go for 5. 6. That's a Minneapolis version too. Then I've got the 1999, another 99, another 99. Most of these are rough, so they're going to go away. 1995, not a web note. 1995, also not a web note. 1985. 1981A, really nice shape on this one. And the oldest note I found was in 1969. So that was a lot of finds. All right, so what did I pull this week? Well, this week I got a counterfeit, and I wanted to show this one compared to some of the other ones that I have. This is a contemporary counterfeit of an 1862 $1 legal tender. Now, I had this version of it for a while, and this version here, it's stamped counterfeit across the top. They cut the note, they punched the note, they marked the note, they did all kinds of stuff to show that this note was counterfeit. This is essentially the same note. They actually changed the serial number, so that's good. It's essentially the same note. It does have a more washed out look to it, and when you start to compare, you can see how this is all similar. But when you look at the real note, here's the real one. Look at this here. Here's a huge giveaway that these 2 are counterfeit. And when you look at the back, if we zoom in, you can see how tight these little swirls are, and you can see how blurred these are. They just kind of get all mushed together. So yeah, not the greatest counterfeit, but I mean, at the time, there wasn't a whole lot of technology to fully reproduce the notes. Now, since I just got this one is in a little bit better shape than this one here. I mean, well, I don't know, it's 50-50. This one's at least complete. Since this was my original, I'm probably going to end up putting this one in an auction or something like that, just so you guys can have one as well. I thought it was neat to get this one, and it's always cool to show it with the real note. So that's what I've got for you guys this week. If you learned anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading all your comments. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.